And we're back. I think we got some housekeeping to do though. Handing out armor. Some armor needs repair. Ooh, 134. That's no good. Also, let's take a moment just to consider the loadout here of who is where. Leaf is a level 1. I kind of like how it alternates between the two-handed and one-handed guys. That strikes me as a decent loadout anyway. Three shield bearers with like maces and 4 raiders, but it'll probably end up being 5. We'll see. We can make Leaf either a raider or a shield bearer, but I'm leaning towards essentially making all of these guys raiders just because of the damage of these two-handed weapons. And if I take quick hands on them, they get the defensive bonuses of the shields with none of the drawbacks really, as we know by now. Why are you so depressed? Oh, because of Scipio and Mark Antony's deaths. I understand. It's sad. And for goodness sake, can we please get the event for this historian so we can decode the map already? I've been carrying Berwin around for like, how long has he been with us? 75 days. 2.5 months. We haven't gotten that event yet. Yeah, agreed, Wolfric. I mean, of the 7 up front, I'm probably going to end up going with the 2 Mace Masters and then 7 Raiders, like a mix of swords and axes and hammers. I'll probably want a second Warhammer user, so we'll make it... There'll be one great sword user, 2 hammer users, and 2 axe users. Axes on the side. Hammers on the flanks. So it'll be like... great axe, 2-handed Warhammer, mace, 2-handed sword, mace, Warhammer, axe. Look at this, 89 at level 12 with crap fatigue. It's no good. 82. Well, Ilatora has 94, so as soon as he's healed up, we'll get him back in the fight. We need him. Okay, Dahl needs to get quote-unquote fired. Bertwin, well, I think as soon as we get his event to trigger, we'll get rid of him and get a specialist Tuskarl. And then Bitzelfuss eventually I'm going to replace. I don't want anyone who's marked B team. Eventually I even want spares, not spares, backup guys who we can, you know, have good enough to stand on the front line at any point anyway. This is all junk. Don't need that, don't need any of that. Or that. Ooh, someone's got to be given that roundel. Wow, 64 tools and supplies. Holy shit. Okay, who's got good accuracy? Let's see. Quintus 74 is pretty damn good. 83, 62. Yeah, 74. I think I even gave one of these guys a button after, didn't I? No, I did not. Food, how are we doing? 2 more days worth of food. 68 provisions per day. Holy crap, that's a lot. I suppose as the guys are leveling up, they you know, need more food every day for whatever reason. Don't need any of that. The tools and supplies are a touch expensive, but instead of buying that, we'll just take a walk up to the other city. 1 skull, goblins, yeah, that's fine. Let's talk money. I need more. 260 and 150. What? I clicked accept and it's... I think we got double paid there with that starting bonus. Nice. Okay. Let's get my tea here. I'm not too scared of the goblins now because obviously the main irritation of the goblins is their little archers, and all of our guys on the front line have decent armor, so we should be fine. Hey. We are still looking for replacement archers and replacement frontline guys. This guy Herman is worth checking out. 455 is a little bit much, but I happen to know that sellsword, that's too much though. A militiaman can be pretty good. Raiders are nice, but that's too much cost for that crap gear. I mean, if he doesn't have good abilities, then that'll be 5,500 gold down the toilet. Please have nice stars. Oh, god damn it. And he's faint-hearted as well, so I don't mind the fatigue and the stars there, but I could have maybe made him an archer, but he doesn't have a star in range defense, so that's pretty rubbish. The bear sounds interesting. Which one's the bear again? Erling. Oh, but he's a servant, so he's going to have negative traits. But 100 gold. Let's take a look at him. Yeah, the bear means tough and dexterous. This is actually a real pity. I mean, if he had had at least 1 star in melee skill, 58 starting with 1 melee, that would be usable. But the fact that his stars are only in range skill and he doesn't have range defense means ultimately he won't be a viable archer, which is a pity because tough and dexterous are nice skills, but doesn't have the stars to back him up, and he doesn't have a star in fatigue either, so not good enough. Not good enough. Okay, let's repair our gear here. It's a real pity. There's good traits, bad stars. Okay, so how many tools do we need to repair what we are carrying? 19. Okay, so clearly I need to get all of this stuff repaired manually. And this kind of sucks because it's very expensive. But hopefully, like, at least once the war is over, the economic side of the game should get a bit easier. Because the economies will stabilize, prices won't be as bad. It's going to make things a bit easier. Well, any of you guys who are watching now are called Archer by any chance? I've got a friend request from an Archer. If it's any of you guys, I'd like to know. And who do I give these to? Can you do a save before war end and retire? Why? Why would I want to retire before the war end? Let's have a look, see here. So 230 armor points as opposed to 210. So it's 4 less fatigue. No, not worth it. Right, let's go squash some goblins. I still need more tools. You want to see the text at the end? Well, just depending on how far in we are, it gives you different text. It depends on how well you do. Abandoned walls. I hope you don't mind, but I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to save and retire. Well, I suppose I can do it off as not part of the recording. Yeah, we can do so. But I'm pretty sure it'll be one of those mixed text messages where it'll be the first bit will be good, like, you know, you had a good time, and then it talks about some of your guys and how they ended up dying usually. See, no tools. Real problem. Right, nasty little green fuckers. Let's go get them. It depends on the renown. Well, we should be pretty well because we fabled 397 or 3,795. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, that guy in the background. It's what I sounded like last night after my 10th whiskey. You know what? I might even do this at night without any archers. Why the hell not? Because their little archers are so fucking difficult to hit anyway. Let's attack under cover of night. Oh, bloody hell. And it's the wolves, which is actually, I'm glad I didn't take the archers. Okay, this is going to be tough. Good hit. Use adrenaline. Good man. Leaf. Quintus. Decapitate. Oh, that damn near killed it. Stun. Excellent. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to actually wait until Alexander moves so I can get a triple attack off. Laws. Ah, damn it. My new guys, I'm just going to make sure they keep their shields up and are super defensive. These little wolves are nasty little fuckers. Oh, I needed you to hit that. Come on. Great hit. Ah, good hit. And now we're gonna see the advantage of the bloodlust or adrenaline. Sorry, if it hits. That's a nice little combo from Picasso there. And that shows the strength of eventually what our high-level Huskarls and Warscythers will be able to do. Use the adrenaline to attack before they can, go berserk, attack twice. Actually really quite strong. Look at that, that was awesome. We killed 3 of them. I hate these little nasty little fuckers. They are the worst. Good work. Ooh, if I can move Winrich away, I can do a big spin in a circle here. So I'm gonna try that. Get him, doggy. Good hit. Nice. Also, their morale is shattering pretty damn quick. It's encouraging. Oh, whoopsie, that was a... Come on. Oh, fuck's sake. No, I can't swing in a circle. If it hits Winrich, it'll freaking decapitate him probably. Ah! Yeah, Humbert can't take too many more turns of attacks. Ouch, Jesus! Oh! Like, I mean, for just a bladed weapon, it does a crazy amount of damage to armor. I'm just running at them now just to hopefully I can break their morale or something. That was surprisingly fucking devastating, that round of attacks. Nasty green little fuckers. I can't get an attack off this turn, unfortunately. Well, rip Humbert. Unless I get lucky and... There you go. But I still don't have the fatigue to do anything. He's too exhausted to do anything. He's just going to die. God damn it. Level 5. I got him too. Yeah, I should have been more defensive with him. Well, go down punching. Ugh. Nasty green little fucker. So there's almost no chance we'll be able to kill this one before he kills Humbert. Ah! Well, maybe it's just a strike down rather than a kill. I think it said kill. Great work, Lars. Good lord. That was awesome. Oh, these goblins are so nasty. And I particularly hate how you kill the little goblin and the wolf is still there to attack. Ugh. Man. I'm thinking we'd be losing far too many brothers now in these fights. I need to kind of mentally get myself back into a space where I have a better understanding of how powerful we are. I think I'm overestimating the power and survivability of my brothers, and it's getting them killed. Particularly with these new guys, and the new guys, you know, the guys who are like, you know, like Humbert was a pretty damn good fighter, and that really sucks that we lost him. On a one skull mission and we lost him. Fuck's sake. Okay, so let's put our hammer raider on the flank and put Bitzelfuss back in there. So he got quick hands, he does. Winrich hits level 2. +3 is very nice. +3 there is good. And I think I want resolve at 40 at an absolute minimum. +3 is good. 40 good, that's minimum. I think yeah, +2 melee defense. Although maybe, I mean, that was a +4 on hit points. I should probably level up his hit points to 75. Which I still maintain is a decent enough level to keep your guys at. Fatigue wise, not looking great on a lot of the brothers, but then again they are low level. Let's go get paid. Steinberg. Let's go past this orc city and go take a look. Holy crap, that's terrifying. That's like 15 orc young, 6 berserkers, 4 warriors, and a warlord. I would actually want all 4 archers for that one, just to try and pepper as many of the orc young and thin the herd before they get to you. I would think that the real challenge of that fight would be obviously the warlord being an absolute monster, but all the orc young will just chain stun most of your brothers as they keep charging into you. God, it's annoying. Yeah. But if I took that fight, I would want like a few thousand in reserve. Like, I don't know, how much gold would I need? Because I'll have to do that in 2 fights. Fight them, kill most of the orc young, run away before everybody gets slaughtered, and then come back to it a little bit later. I hate to have to pay so much for tools, but it's the only tools we can find. Do I need these kite shields? I don't think so. No, kite shields can go. Let's make a little shopping list of what items we need. We actually don't need any more long axes. We got plenty. That's fine. Bertwin doesn't need to be fighting. Let's see. Julius, 82, 89. I really want to replace these two BT marchers. Particularly Julius. He's not great. For a level 12 to only have 82, that's crap. And we got what we wanted out of him. We got the mastercrafted bow. Also, Dahl needs to get replaced. We're paying him 28 per day, and he's not a great soldier. What we got here? You're in your tent when Leaf makes an entrance. He speaks bluntly. Nobles be talking. Big fancy tent set up yonder, there and there. Putting your quill pen down, you respond. Just talking? The mercenary shrugs. It's quiet, so they're either talking or killing one another real quiet like. You get up and step outside. A brisk air hits you, and it is the scent of spices and flavours. Looking upwind, you spot the tent. Cooks and chefs are hurrying about with orders of food and other makings. Servants carry platters of meats, vegetables and fruits. An opulent tent, black with gold embroidering, houses the nobles. Bannermen stand outside. They take no part in the festivities. They're mostly playing cards while occasionally glancing at one another. Some are bandaged with blood-splotched linens. One man stands on crutches with a haggard, half-cocked knee. You ask Leaf what the news is. He nods towards the scene. Well, they rolled up about an hour ago, while you were checking the maps. We didn't want to bother you, but, well, they seemed intent on staying, so, you know. You get a good look at the table, at the noble tent. Through its opening, you can see the faint glisten of crowned heads passing back and forth. Leaf spits and asks, well, what do you think? Who do you think won the war? You hock a loogie, spit and shake your head. Who gives a shite? All that matters to you is that peace means fewer contracts. Perhaps now would be a good time to put up with the sword and enjoy your crowns? Or maybe say the hell with all that sentimental crap and just keep pressing forward, leading the company to even greater things. We did it. We won, boys. The 13th Legion needs their commander, or it's time to retire the mercenary life. End campaign. I don't know. I don't know whether we should continue or not. I'm tempted to end the campaign and then start a new campaign with a different endgame crisis. You got one vote for fresh start. It looks like it's a retire. Retire. So, okay. Early game, best game. Let's retire. I have been saying in the previous episodes we'll push this as long as it goes, but I kind of feel like that might become a little bit boring, and I do want to try something a little bit different, and we've more than achieved what we wanted to get. Okay, cool, Yuki, no problem. Let's retire. Oh, and I got an achievement, leaving a mark. Awesome. So, taking over the 13th Legion, you had a vision for the company and its men. A vision that ended with you sitting on a king's throne and the world's most expensive wine sloshing around a golden goblet. That part didn't come true, but you did manage to lead the company to great heights in the civil war among the nobles. Such struggles are inevitable amongst the highborn, and you took great advantage of the conflict to earn the 13th Legion renown and riches. Of course, the brutality of the fighting also taught you that life was short and fickle for a fighting man. Once things settled down, you realized that to the nobility it didn't matter in the least who you were and what part you played in the conflict. You were just a cog, and you would always be just a cog. Taking that moment of reflection seriously, you decided to retire, leaving the company in about as good a state as you could. While the 13th Legion visited a town for their rest and recuperation, a local princess took a shine to Biani the Wild Man. He was purchased for a large sum of gold. Diryuki, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Camelot. You went and visited the man recently. For dinner, he sat at a kingly table, grinning goofily and mimicking the nobles around him as best he could. His new and inexplicable wife adored him, and him her. When you said your goodbye, he offered you a heavy golden crown off the top of his head. It weighed heavy with traditions and ancient histories. You said it'd be best if he kept it. The wild man shrugged and walked off, spinning the circlet around a finger. It's weird that Biani got to do so well. He was one of the not most experienced guys. A brawler like Lars is dangerous with just his fists, and proved himself similarly savage with weapons. Before you left the 13th Legion, you talked to the fighter about whether or not he'd stay in the band. He said he had no desire to return to prize fighting, shook your hand, and thanked you for giving him the opportunity. Last you heard, the company chose him for a one-on-one, winner-take-all fight to settle compensation differences with the competing mercenary band. He won in the first round. With good mind and health, you continue to live out the rest of your days in moderate peace. The most awful thing to happen to you in months was when a hermit ventured out to the wilderness to steal your firewood. That's the sort of life you always wanted, and you could be happier having it. 265 points. Well, I'm quite pleased. So, considering that in the last campaign we scored 98 points and we managed to get 265 out of this one, I'm very, very happy with that. The low points are losing Mark Antony like a day or two before the end of the campaign. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. All that's left now is to decide what we're going to try to do in the next campaign. This was a quote-unquote serious campaign without any theme to it, where I wasn't trying to achieve anything. So I think the next one will be a themed one. I want to go for the cultist run. Which is going to be... See if we can go for the Dove Cool armor, which is quite difficult. And so we did the war in this campaign, so I think the next one either needs to be Greenskin Invasion or it needs to be Undead. And I've been toying with the idea of doing a run where we don't use any archers and we fight against the undead, because you don't really need the archers against the undead a lot of the time. Or we'll just have we only have 2 archers. Undead and cult, yeah, I like the sound of that. And then what I want to put into practice here is, instead of the 7 up front, 5 behind, I want to go for a 6 and 6, where we have all the soldiers are basically identical, and all your frontline guys will have a weapon where they can fight in melee range, and if they have to rotate out, they can attack over the shoulder of the person that they rotated with. But there's limitations to that. We're probably better off doing the standard 7 up front, 5 at the back loadout. But one thing I've learned now about leveling dudes up is we can make everybody essentially raiders by letting them start with shields and a one-handed weapon and then taking quick hands. Because one thing I've noticed is in the super late game, your shield-bearing guys don't do enough damage a lot of the time. So I think we can have all of them use shields in the beginning and then look to use two-handed weapons afterwards. So we'll have lots of two-handed warhammers, lots of two-handed swords as well. I think that could be pretty cool. And if we get super, super lucky, we can get a wild man with iron lungs, and then we can have him use an orc mace. That's what I'd love to see. I think we're going to do cultist, and we'll do undead. Just in terms of what we want to do tactically is what I need to decide. I'll either do the standard 7 and 5, just with 2 archers, or we'll do the 6 and 6 and then make everybody completely identical. And then we'll do the rotation tactic. Yeah, I agree, Wolfric, and that's pretty much what I'll be doing as well. Anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody. This concludes Season 6. Season 7 will be coming very, very soon. I think I need to take a little bit of a break. Let's not do back-to-back Battle Brothers. Let's take a week off, and when we come back, let's see. So when's this going to air? This is going to air Monday night, What's the date? Monday the 25th. So then let's call it next week Sunday. So I'll post the date in the description here when we'll start again. We'll start the new campaign. It's going to be a cultist run, and during the week, and I'll take a look at the comments here in the video, what you guys think about what we want to do tactically. The two main tactical themes I'm toying with is either we do the standard 7 up front, 5 at the back with only 2 archers, and then we have on the back line the 5 will be sergeant in the middle, 2 archers, and then 2 Huskarls who can rotate guys out who are in trouble. Or we do 6 up front, 6 behind, 0 archers, and they all built identically. They all have rotation, they all have quick hands. So as soon as the person in front is in trouble, he just gets rotated out by the person behind him. And then the guy who was on the front then fights from the back line with a pike, for example. I'll think about it. So basically, let me know in the comments whether you want to see the 7v5, 7 up front, 5 at the back with 2 archers, which is the safer option, or the 6 and 6 with no archers. It's going to be very tough, but if it's going to work in any campaign, it'll work against the undead. And we'll fight a lot at night. Okay, we'll think about it. Thanks, everybody. Stobbie149 signing off. This is Season 6 about this. 265 points. We should just pour some out for Mark Antony, who died one day before the end of the campaign. RIP.